Ready for this. I'm having to train with 200-pound dudes. Even my coach is too small.
We did a bunch of game-based training, and it was all stuff kind of revolving around what we expect Paige to run into in her super fight. I'd say one of the biggest changes is her ability to just get to strong position and maintain for the remainder of the match. One thing I saw in the past is she would get to good position, but there'd be a lot of mess, there'd be a lot of transition. Now when she gets in on a strong position, we just spend the entire match in that position until we get the finish. So I think that's one of the major things I've noticed. Whether we're seated or standing, the hand fighting still applies. I need to get to a position in which I could start building up into position. If I can stand all the way up with a leg and take it off of the ground, I win. If we get into some type of a scramble where I'm here, this is also a win. I've wrestled up on my opponent effectively, I automatically win. If he puts me on my back, he hasn't won, the game just changes, okay? I am no longer looking to wrestle up, I'm looking to just entangle the legs in any way I can. I'm looking to become top player, or I'm looking to submit. So you can use all the concepts from the previous games, okay? But you can really play it however. So my goal is to stay seated, but if he puts me on my back, I'm looking to get inside the legs, and I am using that to either become top player or finish my opponent. Now, for the person on top, once again, we're here. If I can put him in a front headlock or chest to back, it's not a win. It really just becomes the previous game. I'm looking to either submit or get the hooks in. So we're still doing all the same stuff from the previous game, but we're gonna take it further. We're gonna try to actually advance our position. So we're gonna do a regular round of training, but you have 3 different starting positions that you can choose from, okay? So I'm giving you guys a little bit of freedom, okay? Work in the area you want to. The 3 starting positions are gonna pertain to the games we played today. So your option number 1, right here. You could start here. Alternatively, sit on your butt. I can start here, or he's on his knees. We're gonna start here. You will be starting here, okay? All right, your choice, here's how it's gonna work. It's rock, paper, scissors, shoot. The winner gets to choose the position. You're just gonna roll from there. If there's an escape, you just keep going, okay?
Shoot.
Scissors, yes, no, scissors is meta. It's meta. Scissors usually always
Everybody
wins.
does scissors for
Because it's the best.
Because I want to be on top.
I almost did paper.
Yeah.
Because I thought you would have known.
The Mason Tower.
It was.
Oh my lord. Solid.
I've been working with Combathlete for about like a month and a half now. So we do 2 specific days of lifting and then 1 day of robust work where it's like just overall mobility style. But I've been enjoying it, you know, like being a pro athlete. I'm like, this is what it's like, you know, you got a coach telling you what to do. I used to lift lightweight. It was always like 45s on the bar just for like 8 to 15. But since working with Harry, I have been asked to like go 85% of my max, which is like much heavier than what I'm used to. And I feel like when I lift heavier, I can jump farther. But he's Liz Carmouche's strength and conditioning coach, and she's legit. We're in Imperial Beach in San Diego. Imperial, where I grew up. When I moved here, we first lived here for about a year, and then we moved to Coronado and then moved around. But Imperial Beach is like, it's like a beach town, but there's also an area for horses as well. So it's like a hidden gem, like down the back roads, and you'll see. But they have amazing Mexican food in San Diego. Like you can literally eat Mexican food for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and not get tired of it. And so that's how I stay like so gainy and thick, you know? It's because I eat Mexican food.
Today we are down at Rancho Imperial. This is where I board my horses. There's some great trails down here. Anything you could want. Beach access, hilltops, riverbeds, everything like that. And Paige and I like to come down here, you know, throughout the week and take the horses down and have fun. That's Bella. She's my thoroughbred.
Thick girl. Every day we train, but then we'll hit the horses probably twice a week. We usually try Tuesday or Thursday, and then Sunday we would go right after training. But yeah, I just love it because it's kind of like a reset. It's just like, gives us something to do. Come on.
Good, figure 8 and turn around the other direction. Don't slow down.
Thank you for the pointers. I try to like not be so like forward or lean too far back.
Yeah.
Because I've seen myself ride sometimes and I'm like that.
Honestly, like when it comes down to it, you stay on.
Yeah.
You know?
I know. Girl. I love that it's an animal that I'm like sitting on top of, right? Like when I was a little kid, I always wanted to be able to ride a dog. But now that I'm older, I get to ride a horse and there's nothing like it. Literally, you feel like an avatar or like a fictional character. That's how it feels when you ride a horse, but we've been doing it for thousands of years. So there's almost something like not tribal about it, but like native, if you will.
Feel free. Feel like I'm in another place, you know? Kind of takes me away. It's like in jiu-jitsu, you know? You don't think about anything else. You just like are really present in the moment.
But not MMA, right?
MMA is different. MMA is a little, you can get definitely into like a flow state with MMA, but there's just so many like working parts. It's a little bit more challenging. I mean, you get into the zone, you get into a flow state, you get into...
Yeah, like a kicking down the tree style, right? Or
yeah.
Like piecing.
But it's a little bit different.
Yeah.
A little bit different in MMA.
I meant to say more primal. That's what I like about riding a horse. It's like, brings us back to our roots. Mm-hmm. Like we've been doing this for so long. It's something that you can't make up this experience.
Yeah, it's so therapeutic for me.
Yeah. The trust factor too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you trust the horse and the horse trusts you. I think that's another piece that's very moving. I'm just so grateful. I've worked really hard for this, 9 years in, and I like pushed the pace ever since I started. I've been training so much just to get better, and I wanted so bad to be in this position where I'm at now. Everyone's telling me it's the biggest match of my career. I honestly feel like it's like Hoffa all over again. Like, I'm just fighting someone that's strong and has a bigger name. But for me as a grappler, it's more validation that I belong at the top with these girls. I belong in the center stage. I'm just excited because I don't think she's fought anybody like me. And, you know, I've been studying her. I watched her fight Rafaela in the gi. And, you know, I think coming from a gi background, she has a great gi game, but we'll see how her game fits with my game. Anything can happen in those matches, and I want to go in 100%. I'm known for heavy pressure too, so it doesn't make me scared. I mean, the beauty about jiu-jitsu is that it works, you know, and so at this higher level that we're at, it's who's gonna mess up first. And I don't plan on messing up, so.
All I can say is it's perfect ready. That's what the taste of heaven would taste like, in my opinion, you know what I mean?
Behind every great athlete is a diet, and we know grapplers are some of the most disciplined athletes on the planet. But we're throwing that all out the window because this is cheat day.
I'm gonna let y'all order.
I'm counting on Luke to down 85% of this.
That's what I'm talking about, boys. So good.
All right, for the first episode of Cheat Day, we knew we needed to do it big. So we're here at Terry Black's, a staple here in the Austin, Texas barbecue scene. And we needed a big boy who we knew could throw down some barbecue. So we brought Luke Griffith. Luke, are you showing up hungry to this one?
Dude, absolutely. I actually didn't even eat today. I had one 125 calorie protein shake so I could come in here hungry, try to eat as much as I can for you guys. So hopefully I put it down and I make everybody proud.
I think let's jump into the pit, you know, see how they cook up this meat, and then we'll get to eating it.
Let's do it.
We got Jason here, right? You're a pit master here at Terry Black's. What does that mean to be a pit master?
Pit master means the meat you're gonna taste today, I'm 100% responsible for. Me and my team, it's our heart and soul put into the food, and hopefully you taste that.
You're pretty clued in on the grappling scene, the MMA scene, and all that. You get a lot of these guys coming through. I'm sure you know you fed Luke a few times and everything.
I mean, we've had B-Team on one side of the restaurant, New Wave on the other side of the restaurant a couple times. When everybody's here, they're family. So.
Yeah, Terry Black's bringing the community together.
Exactly, always.
Let's go. You want to get into this pit with us? Show us kind of how this meat's made?
So Texas barbecue is cooked a specific way. We use indirect heat. So this fire right here is gonna be cooking everything I'm about to show you guys. These wood cages here is all the wood that we use. It's all Central Texas post oak, which is native here. And we'll go through all these cages in 1 week, which is a lot. We are actually cooking briskets. Briskets are gonna go about 12 hours. These briskets have been on since 8:30 this morning. They look amazing right now. We're cooking 24/7, 364 days out of the year. We're gonna provide you with high quality barbecue any time of the day, any day of the week, whenever you want it. This is our world famous mac and cheese. A little colder side with the dill is our potato salad. Then this is kind of like crack in a cup. It's our cream corn, which is almost a dessert. And now we have some cornbread as well, and you got pickles, bread, and onions, which is all part of Texas barbecue. I'm gonna let y'all order.
I don't really know how to order poundage-wise and all that, so we're just gonna try and get a lot and see what happens. And I'm counting on Luke to down probably like 85% of this. I'm gonna have one piece of brisket.
You guys, you're asking a lot. You're asking a lot. That's what I'm talking about, boys. I think you have to start with the burn ends first, you know?
Okay.
Just get a little taste for what's happening.
That kind of sets the tone for everything to burn ends?
We can build our way into everything else.
Let's start digging into that.
Let's do it.
You're going burn ends first?
Yeah, for sure. We're gonna do
a
little burn in action.
What do you do when it comes to barbecue sauce? How's that work for you?
So I'm always a sissy sauce guy, original. Anything spicy, I'm crying 100%.
Yeah. I guess we can look at our 3 options here.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I think the red one's like the crazy hot one. I think it says on the side of the thing there what the spicy. Yeah. So the sweet one's good. The sweet one's good. I'll go with that. But spicy, I can't do spicy at all.
I actually cannot do spicy either. So let's just go ahead and put that over there on
the,
you know.
Perfect.
Real barbecue heads, they don't want the spicy.
No.
If you're like me and Luke,
Dude,
you know.
It's like Jason said, he doesn't want any crazy flavor profiles, salt and pepper. That's all you need.
Let it speak for itself.
Exactly. That's
but I will say, I pull a kind of wild move here. I go this sweet kind of like honey mustard-ish almost sauce right here, and then I fill in the rest of it with the original.
Oh shit.
And I create a little, a little rivers colliding situation, and that way I can go back and forth, or I can cross them over. Together. So
I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna stick with the one. But,
I might get owned online for that. I don't know.
Yeah, that looks pretty crazy.
Get some of this.
You cut yours off. I'm going for the whole thing.
I went center dip.
Can't beat that. Can't beat it.
Just right off the rip. There it is.
So good.
Go ahead and load up your plate with some of that
Awesome,
stuff you want.
Yeah. Let's do one of the moist pieces right there.
I'll get it on this moist. I'm pretty much just gonna mimic what you do, you know?
And then we might have to throw in a lean piece just so we can mix it together like you were saying.
Yeah, Jason said we gotta kind of, taste a little bit of both. How does Texas barbecue compare to traditional South African food?
So it's very different. So in South Africa, our version of a barbecue is called a braai, and everything's cooked over like open flames, coals. And it's really good. I will say I think South African braai is better than barbecue.
Oh,
but
man.
it's different. It's like you can't really compare the two. It's like this stuff like you were saying is cooked over a long period of time. Ours is like we throw it on quick. It takes like 20-30 minutes max, depending on what you're cooking, and then you're eating. You know.
Yeah.
So
would it be more comparable to, I guess, like grilling out or something, kind of
I would say so. And like a braai itself is it's the food, but it's also like. It's kind of like a party, you know what I mean? So like everyone gets over for the braai. And you always eat super late. So everyone will show up at like 4 p.m. And you're eating at like 10. So it's really like the gathering and the food, like the whole thing is like really what most people love about it. You know?
Gotcha. A little bit more like the Brazilian churrasco vibe, where it's just kind of like and meats just for hours and hours.
Exactly, yeah, that kind of thing. So you'll have like the 2 uncles who are cooking, they're at the braai, and everyone else is kind of socializing, having a drink, doing what they're doing, So that's kind of what it's about.
All right, give us a full review of this bite right here.
All right, let's go. We gotta get all the taste.
Yeah.
So what we did there was we laid the lean on top of the moist.
Okay.
Cut a big piece, so we got a taste of both. And all I can say is it's perfect, really.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what the taste of heaven would taste like, in my opinion. You know what I mean?
A little taste of heaven here at Terry
a little taste
Black's.
of heaven, absolutely. That's what I have to say about that.
If you want a little heaven on earth, then you got to come to Terry Black's. Get you some of that brisket. Stack the lean, stack the moist, take a big old bite, and just enjoy yourself.
Don't forget to dunk it in the sweet barbecue sauce, not the spicy, because you like spicy.
How was training today?
It was good. It was good. I started my day off 5 a.m. I was at the gym. I teach the 6 a.m. to 7 gi class. Then I help out John Uke for him from 7 to 8. And then we train again at 9 and 12:30. So I was at the gym for a good 6 hours today. That's it's not a bad place to spend most of your life. You know? So no, it's good. Training's going well. Looking forward to this match. Obviously, a lot riding on this one. Since he's beat me twice already, so just trying to lock everything in, make this one count,
Yeah, so obviously this is a big match for you, but it's not the ideal place to be down 2-0 going into another third huge match against Felipe Pena, one of the best, arguably of all time, you know? How do you approach this one? Do you do it any different? Like what goes through your mind preparing for him for a third time?
I think the only advantage that I have in this one is I have the 2 other matches to go back and watch, and and see where I went wrong. And I think another advantage is everyone, I assume everyone's already counted me out. You know, they've submitted me both times, so most people are counting me out, which is fine. Honestly, the performances that I had against him, they're more than, they're within their rights to do that, you know. The last two performances I had against him were non-ideal. So I think this is a chance for me to kind of tighten things up and go in there and, you know, try my best to turn the match around and take a win this time, you know. And I think it's, you know, this is for the title, who's number one heavyweight. So, I mean, if I could do it on the stage, I think it'll be huge.
Definitely. So does Gordon give you any specific advice, or does he talk to you specifically when it comes to Felipe? They obviously have such a huge history.
Yeah, so I mean, there's obviously things that and advice that he's giving me. I think Gordon and I have slightly different passing styles, where Gordon was super heavy with the camping and stuff like that, whereas, you know, I don't feel like I do that as much. I can do it, but I have, you know, more of a different approach to passing. So we'll see how that plays into things. You know, if I'm not successful, I might have to go into some camping. But, you know, Gordon has good advice for everyone. You know, he's competed against pretty much all the best guys. And even if he hasn't, his depth of knowledge is just so deep that, you know, you ask him to watch tape on something or advice about something, he's always got good answers, you know. So yeah.
Gotcha. We're looking forward to it for sure. You need it on some of these sides yet or not? You know, you still focus on the meats for now?
Still focus on meat. I'm going to try some of this turkey.
Okay. You nervous about the turkey?
I'm kind of nervous.
Load it up. You got to give us a rating on the turkey.
Actually, way more tender than I thought it was going to be. It's really super tender.
Terry Black's delivered again.
Let's dig into some of those sides.
Oh, this is a big moment. This is a big moment.
Let's go some cream corn. We have to start with the cream corn. Yeah, please.
All right.
Thank you.
He called it crack in a cup, and honestly, that is a good description.
Oh yeah, it might be too little, but we can come back to it.
Too little?
Yeah.
I say start there.
Yeah,
Heed your own advice.
We can build into it.
Don't fill up the tank off of all the cream corn yet. I'm gonna slap some of that in there too. Do you have any weird food habits? You know, some people don't let their food touch. Some people are real particular. Do you have any weird food habits?
I don't mind the food touching. The only thing is, like, there's two food items that I cannot stand at all, and if those touch some of the food that I'm eating, I can't eat. Okay. Tomatoes.
All right.
Can't stand tomatoes.
And onions.
Onions I love. Avocados.
Oh, that's a wild one.
That's a rough one. And bananas.
Wow.
Yeah. So, like, banana bread, I used to eat until I was like 10 years old, and I found out they were actually made with bananas. I've never been able to eat one again. I liked the way it tasted.
But now you just can't do it?
But then I found out bananas were used in the making of it, and now I can't eat it.
So it's a mental thing for you, where you just...
Yeah.
I get made fun of for this one a lot, because people claim it's fake, they claim it's not real, you know, people just want attention. I don't like cilantro. It tastes like soap to me. People, you know, I've heard there's a gene where cilantro can taste like soap. Some people are deniers, they say that's not real, and I don't know, but all I know is cilantro is gross, and I'm not gonna be eating it.
Any kind of herb that you're like putting on, or you guys say herb, you're a silent H, it's kind of pointless in my opinion, really, you know? My wife puts on, like, when we make steaks, the steak is covered in spices, like covered. Now, when I cook the steak, the whole kitchen is steaming up because all the spices are burning on the pan. We're just creating situations that could have been totally avoided by a little bit of salt and pepper. Like, that's all you need. Then the smoke alarm's going off, and I'm like waving a towel in front of the smoke detector. I could have figured out how to turn it off for like the longest time. I'm not gonna lie, we don't have
That's the real culprit here, is Luke.
Yeah.
Luke got beat by the smoke detector.
No, many times, so many times.
Yeah.
Because we don't have smoke detectors in South Africa. Like, our houses are built out of brick, so we don't like really worry about like house fires and stuff like that, you know? And so the first time the fire alarm went off, I had no idea what it was. I thought 911 was like gonna show up at my apartment. I was like, what is happening right now? Thankfully, I've since figured out that you can turn it off. But
Did you, in the moment when it went off, you didn't know what was going on? Did you start just like Googling stuff? Were you
No, it was just panic, complete panic. I was like, you know, I don't want to get in trouble for anything. Like, I don't know if I did anything wrong. So yeah, that's super annoying. It's kind of embarrassing to admit, honestly, but it is what it is.
To all of us. We have seen, you know, you come in at different weights recently.
Yeah.
And I think Victor Hugo, that match was probably the most notable time where I was like, okay, Luke's like intentionally dropping weight from ADCC 2024. You were pretty big there. Do you remember how much you weighed going into ADCC 2024?
I was like 255.
That's real big,
Yeah,
and then you
big.
came in like 217,
I think I was like 224 or something like that.
224?
Yeah, I waited with everything on, so I was probably around 220.
Gotcha. What do you have right now?
Right now I'm like around 235. I put on a little bit of weight since then. I kind of want to try and find a good medium where like I still feel like the Hugo match I didn't feel weak, but I'm trying to find a good balance where I still have that good endurance, but I also still have like the physicality that's going to go into fighting with these other bigger guys. So I think 235 is where I'm going to try and come in at.
Was that like an intentional thing? Because we have seen you in some matches, where you put a heavy pace early and then it does taper off towards the end.
Yeah.
Do you think that was a weight thing where you're trying to you want to be in that sweet spot more? Or?
Yeah, I definitely think it. I don't think it's the only reason, but I think it definitely contributes to it. Like at some point, once you put too much weight on, I think you're gonna have diminishing returns. Like we're not doing bodybuilding here. We need to be able to go for 15 minutes at least.
Yeah.
So yes, I want to be big enough to where I have good physicality, but I want to be able to go, the whole match if I have to. But like we saw with Victor Hugo, in the beginning it was rough. So if I didn't have what it took to go that extra distance, that match would have gone a different way.
Yeah.
So I think it's important that I'm at a size where I can have good cardiovascularity to push through and get that whole 15 minutes done.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
How many years have you lived here now?
October was 4 years.
4 years. Okay,
Yeah.
so that's longer than a lot of people have lived in Austin at this point.
Yeah.
And so you're building out the ideal day for a jiu-jitsu guy, a jiu-jitsu guy who likes good food and doing fun stuff. What's the ideal day here in Austin, Texas?
All right, so you got to get your training in at Kingsway to start the day.
Yeah.
Right? Of course. I'm gonna put it in the setting in summertime because summertime is the best.
It's a great time.
Yeah, a great time, right? You're spending at least a couple hours at Barton Springs for sure, cooling off. You get to see the city, lots of people out. You get chat, make some friends, whatever, So you have to do that. Then I want to say you go to the shooting range, right? The range at Austin's right here, full auto experience. You done that?
I have not.
Dude.
I think I've been to the range, but not the full auto
Yeah,
experience.
you got to do the full auto experience. They got the full auto 9mm platform, and then the AR-15 223 platform. Dude, that's a rush.
Okay.
That is a have to. I'm saying that because not an American citizen yet. I can't own a gun, so I have to rent it. So don't come at me for that. I'm just a law-abiding citizen. Then, if we're planning to do like some fancy dinner, I want to say Dean's Italian Steakhouse, the one downtown.
Yeah.
Is it Dean? It is that
Yes,
the one, right?
Dean's.
Dude, that place also really
Good?
good, right? But if you're not talking fancy and you're just trying to come and get some Texas barbecue, obviously Terry Black's is the place to be.
Yeah.
So it kind of depends what kind of a guy you are. I'd say that's probably a pretty ideal day.
Yeah, that
you can be
sounds like
down
a great
about
day.
like 1,500 to 2,000 bucks, but
Yeah.
it'll be worth it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a good day.
Yeah, exactly, We haven't even touched the beef rib yet, so I
Yeah,
feel like
I
we
know.
have to go in and get a little bit of the beef
that's
rib.
a good point.
Since that, I would say is probably the best.
Spin that thing around.
Yeah, there we go.
Give it a little space to breathe,
Yeah. Oh, dude, look at that. Perfect.
This is the craziest part of Terry Black's, I think.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
obviously the brisket's really good, but just this huge beef rib where you can just like pull this off,
Yeah.
It's absolutely nuts. That beef rib, it's got like a really salty kind of like outside on like the almost like a crust of like that kind of char,
Yeah.
It's
so
delicious.
good.
It's playful in the mouth.
Yeah, so good. That was a great choice of words.
Is there anything in America that still is pretty novelty for you?
Public transport, like the buses here, again, everyone says they're terrible. Dude, in South Africa, there's no public transport whatsoever. The only public transport you get is taxi drivers. I'll show you a photo of this, right?
All right.
A taxi in South Africa is not the same as it is here. This is what a taxi looks like for us, right? Okay, and every taxi driver has bought his driver's license.
Yeah.
They don't actually have a driver, like they don't go and take the test. They just go and they pay someone and they get a driver's license.
Gotcha.
So they have no idea at all what any of the rules of the road are. Like they, on like a regular basis, get in like shootouts with each other. Like if one taxi goes into turf that it's not supposed to be in, the other one will just pull out and start emptying
That's
into
insane,
it.
dude.
And whoever's in the back of the taxi, they have nothing to do with it. Like they're just catching stray shots. So that's the public transport that we have.
All right, nice.
So yeah, buses, yeah, and the train, like it's not a huge train, but dude, it works, it's clean. So that kind of stuff is still pretty cool. I don't use it as often anymore now that I have a car, but yeah, it's definitely cool that you have stuff like that works, you know?
All right. Yeah, maybe Americans should be a little more grateful for what we do have, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think if more Americans traveled outside of America, they'd be much more grateful for what they have at home, for sure. You know? So
you getting in on more of this?
I'm slowing down, man. I'm slowing
down a little bit?
Yeah.
We still got some pork ribs in there.
Oh, we didn't try one of those, huh? I might have to try one of those.
You want to try one of the pork ribs?
I think I'm going in with the hands for a pork rib.
Getting a little down and dirty for the pork rib. All right, Luke, I know, we still got a little meat out there, but overall, how do you think we did here on this cheat day?
Honestly, I think we did reasonably well. I might be able to squeeze in a little more, but I want to get some of the size down too. So,
yeah.
Considering that, I think we did pretty well.
Yeah, I think we did a great job. We appreciate you coming on here, having a meal with us, talking a little bit. It was nice to learn more about what you like, what you don't like, and everything.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me on. It's always a great time eating some Texas barbecue. You can never go wrong with Terry Black. So thanks for the invite.
There we go.
Awesome.
That's a wrap on Cheat Day with Luke Griffith. If you're ever in Austin, Texas, make sure and stop by Terry Black's. Get yourself the brisket. Go ahead and stack the lean on top of the moist. Have yourself a good time. And drop us a comment. Let us know which restaurants you want us to hit next and which athletes you want to see on Cheat Day.
The following is a presentation of Flow Sports.
This is Who's Number One, the proving ground for the world's greatest grapplers. Where grudges get settled, legacies are made, and champions are crowned. Tonight, a heavyweight strap is on the line. Bad man Felipe Pena has conquered every mountain, ADCC, IBJJF, but one peak remains, the Who's Number One strap. Standing in his way, the young lion from South Africa, Luke Griffith, just 25 years old and tearing through legends. He's never beaten Pena, but there's no time like now. At age 19, Helena Crevar has stormed through every challenger in her path. A prodigy rewriting dominance, but veteran Julia Boscher brings experience and a hunger for the upset. And for the first time ever, The most dominant woman in grappling history, Gabi Pessanha, steps onto the Who's Number One stage to face Legion's brawler, Paige Ivette.
Every rivalry, every submission, every second leads to this night. Live on FloGrappling from Kalahari Resort in Austin, Texas.
Who's Number 131 tonight?
This presentation of Who's Number One is presented by Defense Soap, now the official soap and body wipe of FloGrappling, protecting you for over 15 years. Defend what you have built. And by Swipe Mask by Dollar, the official mat of FloGrappling. Experience the hybrid difference at dollar.com. And by IM8, the all-in-one formula for fighters. Built for performance, trusted for recovery.
Welcome to the Mecca of Jiu-Jitsu. It is Austin, Texas for Who's Number One, Pena versus Griffith. Gordon Ryan has vacated the throne, and now the WNO heavyweight belt is up for grabs. Plus, the unstoppable force that is Helena Crevar defends her featherweight belt in the co-main event. With 2 titles on the line and hungry prospects looking to make their names, WNO 31 promises to deliver. We're filling out here at the Kalahari Resort. Things are about to get heated and the fighters are locked in. And right now we are currently live and free here on YouTube before the action goes exclusive on the main card. It is going to be an insane night of submission grappling. I'm Alex Wendling alongside Sean Williams and Josh Palmer. Now this is going to be an insane night of action. Sean, you've been here for every WNO, but what is it like to cap off the year right here in Austin?
Well, yeah, it's going to be outrageous, right? The energy should be insane here. Austin has become one of the meccas of the world in jiu-jitsu. We have a lot of local gym talent on the mats tonight, including the main event, Luke Griffith. If he can take it, boom, people's brains are going to blow up, energy's going to go bananas, and he'll be the hometown hero, one of them anyway. So it's going to be exceptional.
Yeah, and that heavyweight belt being up for grabs. Josh, the last time you've seen those fighters go head to head, you were pittside at CJI.
Yeah, it was, Alex. Earlier on this year, of course, Felipe Pena has got a couple of wins over Luke Griffith so far, but you know what? This is arguably the first time tonight when, hey, they're both well rested. They've got one man in front of them. They know that everything is on the line for the Who's Number One heavyweight belt, and we're going to see who's got it. This is really the one out of the 3 where, hey, maybe it's for all the marbles tonight.
And an absolutely stacked main card. We also have that WNO Women's Featherweight Championship on the line. But what else do we got cooking, Josh?
We've got a fantastic card on deck tonight, Alex. 6 bouts on our main card this evening. Of course, top of the card tonight. Luke Griffith, Felipe Pena is our heavyweight main event. Co-main event, featherweight title on the line. Julia Boscher is going to look to dethrone Helena Crevar, tall order there. A bit of old school versus new school. Faris Benlamkadem taking on Xande Ribeiro in light heavyweight. A match we're all excited about. Women's heavyweight, Gabi Pessanha taking on Paige, Ivette, Clymer. We've got some great narratives going on in that one. Late replacement, Wojcik coming in against Oliver Taza. That's going to be fun. It's going to be action. Lots to talk about. And of course, we're going to open up the main card tonight with a match we're all really excited about. Costa taking on Abraham Montagne in just a barn burner of a style matchup.
Yes, I love it. They're both such submission hunters. That is on the main card, exclusive on FloGrappling. But right now, we're live on YouTube. So if you're in the chat, let us know what you're most excited for, because we got the prelims, and it's starting off with Jocelyn Molina, the 13-year-old phenom. Sean, she's amazing.
Oh my gosh, what can you say about this young lady? I mean, she came out in her debut on fire. 13. She looks like she's an exceptionally experienced veteran here. You can see her mounted, working on the karagatame. When her opponent turned sideways, she went on that yoko karagatame, finished it just beautifully, and just was calm, cool, collected. After when she was talking to you, I mean, she was just mature. 13, I don't know, but my goodness, just on fire. Look forward to seeing what she's going to.
And it's very well deserved that she will be main eventing the prelims card alongside Katie Bohannek. There's also 2 other fights on this undercard. Josh, take it away.
Yeah, great undercard tonight here on FloGrappling's YouTube channel. Of course, you mentioned Jocelyn Melina, Kate Behennick. They're the top of the card tonight. Right in the middle there, Michael Bannock and Grayson Henley, two local guys who we're all very excited to see how that one plays out, right? You've got undefeated amateur MMA fighters, some wrestling background, taking on a guy who's just going to throw hell for leather off his back. He's going to throw dead orchards, he's going to throw leg locks, and he's going to get it done in double quick time. And of course, a nice match to open up as well, another local derby between Sean Magnus and Nick Fritz. So lots of action here on the YouTube channel before we move live on FloGrappling later.
Who doesn't love a little bit of free jiu-jitsu on YouTube? You know that jiu-jitsu lives here. Every sweep, every submission, every second on the mats. FloGrappling keeps you plugged in with live tournaments, super fights, and real stories from the athletes on the mats every day. Watch your favorite athletes chase gold, discover the next wave of stars, and stay locked in with the sport all year long. Subscribe now to stream it all live on FloGrappling. And we're here tonight for Who's Number One, that is on a mission to answer that very question with a rule set built to do so. Here's Reed O'Connell to break it down.
Welcome to Who's Number One, the premier proving ground for the world's best grapplers. And now right here on this very stage, two grapplers will enter and only one will leave victorious. All matches are 15 minutes in length, except where otherwise noted, with no points, no advantages, and no interruptions. Just elite competitive grappling. There are two ways to win. The first is, of course, the most preferred, by submission. And here at Who's Number One, all submissions are legal. Heel hooks, arm bars, twisters, and beyond, the world's best have all the tools at their disposal. And if at any point either competitor taps, the match is over. But if there isn't a submission, we will rely on 3 neutral side judges to determine a winner. Their decision will be based on our Who's Number One judging criteria, which is unique to this mat. Now, above all, we are looking for aggression. That means never taking a backward step and moving forward at all costs. We're looking for dangerous submission attacks. That means attempts that will result in a near submission, okay? Leave your 50-50 ankle locks at home. We don't need them. And if it doesn't result in a reaction or a hyperextension, they simply won't count. And finally, positional control. That means guard passes, mount, back takes, anything that leads to positional dominance. The match will be judged in its entirety, and the person with the better display of effective grappling skill will get their hand raised. The referee is also neutral and does not take part in the judge's decisions. His role is purely to control the action on the mats and reset the action should it go out of bounds. This is elite grappling competition at its purest form. A showcase for the world's best grapplers on the world's biggest stage. Just the best fighting the best. It's the only way to truly find out who's number one.
Welcome to Kalahari Resort in Round Rock, Texas for WNO 31. Tonight, some of the best grapplers in the world take the mat to answer the only question that matters. Who's number one? First, we have 6 athletes looking to prove they have what it takes to make it to the top. Let's kick things off with the undercard. Introducing first, out of the blue corner, he stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighed in at 188.8 pounds. Fighting out of Austin, Texas, representing 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, Sean Magnus!
Well, hello and welcome to Who's Number 131 on FloGrappling. We welcome first to the match, Sean Magnus from 10th Planet Austin, making his debut with us here tonight. He actually runs the MMA program at 10th Planet Austin. Sean trains full-time out of that gym. He's got a good amateur MMA record as well, so expect him to be pretty aggressive from top position.
And in the red corner, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighed in at 181.6 pounds, fighting out of Austin, Texas, and representing Paragon Jiu-Jitsu, Nick Fritz!
Another now local man making his way to the mat. Nick Fritz representing Paragon Austin. Sean, this guy's much more of a guard player. We're going to see some beautiful traps from the bottom. I think you'll really appreciate it.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a classic matchup of a passer and a guard player, so we'll see what happens.
These guys have trained together, I think they said once in the gi before. So they know a little bit about each other. Let's take a look for the first time tonight at our tail of the tape. You see the slightly elder of the two there, Nick Fritz. Otherwise, everything else is a bit of a wash. I'm sure Sean Magnus will look to use that slight weight advantage. Well, 9 minutes on the clock, should they need them for these preliminary bouts. Our main card bouts up later, live and exclusive on FloGrappling, will be across full 15 minutes. And there's the quick guard pull from Fritz, Sean.
Yeah, Sean was already on those elbow passes. I thought, yeah, he's going to shoot any second now, and then, yeah, Fritz just pulled guard right away. So it's kind of what you said and what we had expected. Guard player now. This will be interesting if he just continues to sit. He's got to find a creative way to not only sit guard, but then, yeah, get something moving.
He does have a good DAS and front headlock game as well, and you saw there his willingness to stand up, try and build some height over the top of his opponent from that guard position. Looking to tie up some grips, and it's a nice tie on the legs, Sean.
Yeah, he was able to collect both of those legs. Got to get his head up now. His head's really low, and so that was kind of why he got pushed out of there. His head was so low, he stayed too low on the legs instead of getting his head up and lifting up the feet and staying on top.
It's tough, right? Those MMA wrestlers, if they don't want to stay down there and they don't want to stay attached to you, they can find a way to create some space.
That was a nice almost entry there. He had 2-on-1, almost sat into an arm drag situation, and Magnus able to get out.
Well, he looked for the shin to shin. Yeah. He's got into that single leg X now.
He's got to move him around. He's got the knee position in. Oh, yeah, he got it right away. He got it. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Well, it seemed like it might have been a little bit loose, Sean.
Yeah, he stayed above the knee, actually. And, yeah, he got it. So he went on the leg, and then Sean was a little slow to turn out, like to bring his knee lines free. And, man, Nick capitalized, got on the heel, and it was well done.
Yeah, you can see.
It was completely isolated. Yeah, he popped his knee with like
Sean Magnus limping a little bit here, right? I honestly thought he'd high-stepped his way out of it, and he had the defense in place.
Yeah, Nick did a good job of holding the knee when he was turning, and then I think he was able to even execute that with one hand. He got the heel exposure, got his arm in place, and you'll see a replay here. So you see he gets in on the leg nice, right? And there's a turn. You got both legs over, and then there's the reap, right? So now look at his hand, the hand holding the knee as they roll, and then he was able to get a quick position on the foot and pop.
It honestly looked like he was halfway to tapping before the grip on the heel.
Yeah, his knee never came out into safety. It sort of stayed inside the legs. This is a better shot. So you can see the knee stays inside the leg. Watch the right hand. Watch this right hand here on the right there. See, he's holding the knee on the bottom right there. You can see him holding the knee in, and he was able to get that. So Nick was able to hold that knee when they turned, and so there was just no way he was able to get his knee free.
Well, for the first time tonight in quick order, let's go ahead and get the official decision here at Who's Number One, 31.
After 1 minute and 38 seconds of competition, we have our winner by submission out of the red corner, Nick Fritz.
Well, great work from Nick Fritz. And Sean, a tricky guard, but such an interesting submission, just with the grip on the knee. Essentially, the reap forced the tap.
Yeah, he did a great job of holding the knee while they were spinning. So that knee never came out of the hip line. And then when the heel isolation went on, it must have just been on just exactly right, because you could see immediately it must have popped his knee. So Yeah, well done. It's great.
Well, one match in the books, one submission. Not a better way to start, really. For the first time tonight, let's go ahead and find Alex Wendling, who's knocking around Matt's side with a special report.
Yes, the next prelim matchup is one I know a lot of people are looking forward to. Two things make it stand out. Grayson Henley's Dead Orchard game and an undefeated MMA fighter, Michael Bannock's fire. At the press conference, Bannock openly admitted he doesn't think he holds the advantage here as he's stepping into Grayson's jiu-jitsu world, but he doesn't care. His priority in this debut isn't playing safe or winning, it's putting on a show for his WNO debut. Entertainment over victory. A rare mindset in a sport composed of many jiu-jitsu purists, point players, but one matchmakers might fall in love with.
I think the only advantage that I have in this one is I have the two other matches to go back and watch and see where I went wrong. And I think another advantage is everyone. I assume everyone's already counted me out. They've submitted me both times, so most people are counting me out, which is fine. Honestly, the performances that I had against him, they're more than they're within their rights to do that. The last two performances I had against him were not ideal. So I think this is a chance for me to kind of tighten things up and go in there and try my best to turn the match around and take a win this time. And I think it's this is for the title, who's number one heavyweight. So if I can do it on the stage, I think it'll be huge.
Introducing first in the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 150 pounds, fighting out of Austin, Texas, and representing Village of Wolves, Michael
Now we welcome Michael Bannock to the Who's Number One mat. 4-0 amateur MMA record for this flyweight and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt. He says he's going to look to push the pace in such a short match, Sean.
Yeah, I think he's going to have to push, stay scrappy, stay clean, He's got his work cut out with him for a very fast submission specialist.
And his opponent in red, standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145.8 pounds. Fighting out of Austin, Texas, representing Brazil Fight Factory, Grayson Henley!
Well, let me tell you, this guy is a firecracker. 1 brown belt pans recently, 4 matches, 4 subs, 3.5 minutes. That's your gold medal.
Yeah, he throws submissions on from all over the place, very dangerous, and they come fast. So that's what's going to be the challenge for his opponents, is the speed of what his submissions come from, and they're all over. It's not just like guard; it's everywhere. It's well versed.
Yeah, it's the way he throws himself at his opponents and just throws the submissions up. Let's go ahead and take a look at the tail of the tape for this featherweight contest. Couple of years the senior is Michael Bannock, and you can see he's a good 4 inches shorter. That's length advantage, of course, for Grayson Henley. He's going to look to go perhaps for his bread and butter, the dead orchard Sean, that triangle double arm bar in. Henley in the green, Bannock in the gray and black. And we are expecting a dynamic guard pull from Henley at some point in this opening stanza.
You can't count out flying attacks either. If he gets a collar tie, and Bannock holds a collar tie for any reason, oh, never mind. Very nice takedown.
Yeah, good duck under from Michael Bannock. Of course, he did wrestle at the University of Wisconsin, I believe, but he's got to do some defense early here.
Right, you got it already. Straight foot lock, that Coyote style straight foot lock.
I mean, I know he has so many variations there. He likes the pato lock over the top as well.
He just throws them. So he wrapped up the foot on his way over with that outside leg position, and that similar to a De La Riva hook. I don't even know if he had the De La Riva hook set in while he went on that.
Well, we're trying to get the replay.
See it on the replay.
Yeah, here's the replay, Sean. Talk us through the finish, because he went to the rubber guard, the high leg, and then he transitioned to the legs off of that.
Yeah, and it's when Bannock pulled out that he decided to went in, but you can see he's already got it. He's got his right hand on the hip right now, and he's just going to track that over, and wham. So there, this might be a better angle. You can see as Bannock pulls out, it's a great time to go under on the legs. He wraps that up, throws his left leg on the outside, puts that, there it is. Still got that left leg position, and he was able to take that straight Achilles there.
Was it straight Achilles, or did it become a bit of an Aoki lock?
It's
off the back end?
that one's like basically like a straight Achilles from De La Riva hooks, similarly.
Well, let's go ahead.
This one comes to an end just 35 seconds into the match. By way of footlock, your winner out of the red corner, Grayson Henley!
You gotta wonder, Sean, is this guy ever gonna get tired in a match if he doesn't have to go more than about 90 seconds, ever?
Well, he's a submission machine, man. I've watched his highlights, a very impressive young man.
Yeah, I mean, look, he made his Who's Number One debut here tonight, and what more could you ask for? That's one way to get invited back in short order.
Absolutely. We're off to a great start, Josh.
We are. I mean,
great start.
I feel bad for half the crowd that are still filtering in a little bit here to get ready for the main card later, but Grayson Henley, congratulations to him. He goes back to Brazilian Fight Factory, a very happy man. And we've got just one more undercard bout coming your way. It's the phenom, Jocelyn Molina, 13 years old. She's coming up next. Join us in just a few short moments after this commercial break.
WNO, where you at? Let's run that thing. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Let's go.
on this new era we live in now of super fights, the main goal is get the belt, you know, like be the best of that event, you know. So I really wanted to achieve that, you know, and defend my belt many times possible against the best of the world, you know, because I think this is how you prove today you are the best, you know. It's not anymore you go for world championship anymore, you know. You win a world championship, you doesn't prove anymore you are the best, because mostly of the best guys, they are not there anymore, you know. So how you prove you are the best now is getting a big event, get the belt, defend the belt against the best ones, and be the best athletes, you know. So that's my goal now.
Sean, Felipe is fired up for this one. You know, he's won everything there is, right? He's won ADCC, he's won IBJJF, but he has very firmly set his sights on this heavyweight title tonight.
Yeah, that's right. This is it, right? He hasn't got this one yet, so here he comes.
Yeah, as if there was much else for him to win. That's coming up later, of course, in our main event tonight. Live and exclusive on FloGrappling in our main card. Thank you for joining us here on YouTube as we get kicked off tonight. We've got one more prelim coming your way, and it starts right now.
Introducing first, fighting in blue. She stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 167.8 pounds. Fighting out of Austin, Texas, representing Simple Man Martial Arts, Katie Bohenek!
Well, Katie Bohenek joins us here at Who's Number One.
Winning the crowd over with some swag and some food.
This is Uncrustables. It's a nod to the fact that, hey, she's fighting Jocelyn Molina, who's 13 years old, who probably lives off something like Uncrustables. They brought it up at the presser yesterday. It was kind of friendly banter, but she's leaning into it for sure. But look, it's great that she's stepping up here.
And her opponent fighting in red. Standing 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighed in at 157.4 pounds. Also fighting out of Austin, Texas, representing Kingsway Jiu-Jitsu, Jocelyn Molina!
So a new member of the recently formed Kingsway Jiu-Jitsu here in Austin, and it is, of course, the gym of none other than our former champ, Gordon Ryan. Jocelyn, look, the headline really is she's the youngest ADCC trials medalist in history. Sean, 18 years old. She's taken out seasoned black belts, adults, left, right, and center.
Yeah, and looked incredible on her debut. So, we'll see. But just looked absolutely incredible.
She does, of course, have that previous win here at Who's Number One over Amy Grande back at Who's Number One 29. Tail the tape for our final undercard matchup, women's heavyweight division. 13 years old, and the significantly taller of the two is Jocelyn Molina. 27 years old is Katie Bohenek from Simple Man Martial Arts, of course, formerly B Team. She used to be a competitive power lifter, so I do expect her to have a fairly reasonable strength advantage coming to this one. They're going to work that overhook quickly.
Nice little 2-on-1 here, Jocelyn. She tries to go under on the legs, and Jocelyn's wise to that.
Yeah, it was a good upper body tie-up from Molina. She's playing on top here. Bohenek looking for that 2-on-1 grip on the wrist.
Nice leg switch there by Molina to try to come up to the leg drag position. That was a great switch. Right into the straddle position.
She's doing such a good job, isn't she, of staying very, very wide and very low, and she's just put both knees of Bohenek together. Nowhere to go with that guard retention.
Yeah, she has this left near side underhook. I'll see if she advances with that. No, she's going to choose to just let that go up on the head, and advance up to cross side position.
Nice little switch of the hips to work her way up. She's just trying to beat that right post of Behenik with the hat. Oh, and there's the power. She tries to bridge her over, but she's given mount up here, possibly.
Yeah, she almost bridged her to the mount. Nice recovery there, back into the half guard. But yeah, she's so tight with her head arm position. I would expect her to just kick that leg out and either go back to the mount or pass here.
She's going to, look to try and turn that knee down. There you go.
Yeah, she booted
Kicks
that
it free, trying to settle inside control again, and it's a good bridge, but she's going to scramble to the back here.
Yeah, one hook in. Now she'll need an underhook with the left side. That left arm should underhook that top arm. And then she's got katagatamis, and she's already shown that she has a great katagatami. So here's where your gift wrap, your katagatamis, they all come from here with that left side. You'll see that left hand go under. Yep, she's looking for it. There's the katagatami, all set in.
Sinking low already.
Yep. Now she turns. There's the side katagatami that she likes. Right there it is. Perfect.
Could be the second side katagatami in a row for Jocelyn Molina. Bucking and writhing is Behenik.
Yep, she was able to get out there, but she's in it. She's still in it again. So it's this loop here, this system of katagatamis, gift wraps, and as long as Jocelyn can keep her with this situation and she can't get rid of the gift wrap, and Jocelyn stays smart with her legs, she can keep her in this little loop.
And Sean, it also just feels like she's staying so heavy in this position as well. It just feels like her weight is low and crushing and really driving Behenik into the mat.
Yeah, there Behenik was able to get out, but that near side underhook. You see this right underhook for Jocelyn. She's walked to the right now, walk to her left, excuse me, and push that knee down, and she's going to be mounted again. So.
Well, our first judge's favor is going to be coming up very shortly, and I don't think it's going to be a surprise, in all honesty. It's a good survival by Behenik to get back to a half guard here, or at least some semblance of it.
Yeah, she's able to escape all of the situations so far. Now, Helena really trying to force this Dar Strangle. There's the leg pummel out. She turns her. She's still got the Dar Strangle there, just waiting, trying to flip her over, which is nice.
Judges favor red.
Again, flips her, now locks on and steps over to the mount with this Star Strangle.
I mean, it's relentless, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really sinking the hips in here. Could be another good finish for Molina. We're not even at the halfway point in this bout, and there it is! Jocelyn Molina, the 13-year-old, notches up her second submission in a row at Who's Number One. I mean, Sean, that was borderline a flawless performance.
Yeah, she was able to get into that situation where she had underneath the arm in that gift wrap situation, and did such a great job the whole time of keeping in the underhooks, and then eventually she pressed for that Dar Strangle and was able to get it. So there's when she's already stepped over to make that a little bit tighter. Her foot got stuck a little bit. You can see that assist leg come and help, and then it gets wound up tight when you mount like that.
Just another day at the office for Jocelyn Molina.
Yeah, you can see her clear her foot. Now it gets really tight when you're mounted. It sort of twists that strangle really, really well. Takes all the slack out of it. And what a nice performance again.
Well, let's go ahead and head down to the mat, get our official decision here in our final undercard bout.
The end comes 4 minutes and 50 seconds into the action for your winner by submission out of the red corner, Jocelyn Molina!
Jocelyn Molina is your winner. And Sean, look, she's recently moved to Austin, having formerly been part of Checkmat Olympus in Florida. Now she's at Kingsway with John Danaher and Gordon Ryan. They've got a bit of a habit of developing these young female prodigies into elite adult grapplers. She's only 13. By the time she's 18, what are we going to be seeing?
Yeah, she's following in the footsteps of Helena, really. She's got a good mentor there to follow along that same path of very talented teen up into one of the best in the world. And, you know, I'm sure she's got that same aspiration.
Yeah, then There may have been a lot of people wondering why a 13-year-old was headlining the undercard when you've just seen exactly why. Let's go ahead and find Alex Wendling. She is with somewhat of a brash personality in Owen Jones. Let's see what he's looking forward to tonight.
Standing by. Yes, we definitely are going to have to take a tequila shot after 3-for-3 submissions on this prelim cards. We got fan favorite Owen Jones. I hear he's kind of coming as backup for a guy named Faris, because right now behind us, we got a lot of Six Blades people here to support Xande. So you know a thing or two about a bad blood match. What did you think about that press conference?
You know what I'm saying? We're here, we're in enemy territory, British finest, you know, we got the king of the gringos here to upset them, you know, we're gonna let them, the six-play guys are gonna be crying tonight, you know, Faradino's finest.
There's gonna be a lot of crazy energy, and I gotta ask, you probably have to answer this question wisely. Do you feel like it's a mistake for Xande to continue to compete?
Definitely against Faris, for sure, man. I'm telling you, people are sleeping on him. That he's been with PJ, he's been doing a proper camp, he's well prepared, he was getting ready for Nogi Worlds. I'm telling you, he's gonna shock the world tonight, for sure.
Well, I know a lot of people won't be rooting for the Legend Slayer, but thank you for having his back, because these guys, you have to worry about them. It is Six Blades here to support Xande Ribeiro. Give it up one more time for Owen Jones as well.
We're invading enemy territory. Everywhere we go, we're gonna go Brazil, Austin, everywhere, it doesn't matter. We're gonna come out, we're gonna perform, put a show on for the people.
UK bad boys always infiltrating enemy territory. You can always expect that, Josh.
Well, thank you, Alex. I guess I have to stand up for the British here a little bit, don't I? But Sean, that's a great matchup we've got coming up later, right? And of course, Xande and Faris, huge local support for Xande, a legend. Great to see him still competing at this kind of high level.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I love that he's out there doing it up. So it's can't wait for that one.
Well, we've got lots more action coming your way, of course. Coming up next, it is our pre-show. We're going to talk all things main card. A main card, of course, that you can only catch live and exclusive on FloGrappling. Go ahead, subscribe now, but catch us in a few moments here on YouTube for the pre-show. We'll see you again shortly.
Welcome back to Austin, Texas. Christmas is coming early for one of these heavyweights because they're going home with that WNO heavyweight belt. This is your WNO 31 pre-show, Pena versus Griffith. The heavyweight throne sits empty, and Felipe Pena is aiming to cement a 3-0 record over Kingsway's phenom, Luke Griffith. I'm absolutely stoked for this. I feel like it is a long time coming. We wanted to see this originally scheduled for June 28th, but now the time has come. I'm Alex Wendling, that's Josh Palmer, and Sean Williams. This is gonna be an amazing card. Tell me a little bit, Felipe Pena coming in with range.
I mean, the last of these guys have fought twice before, and it's been, both matches have been crazy. Felipe has actually been on the receiving end of some very troublesome positions, but able to capitalize, reverse, capitalize, and then stick Luke Griffith and finish both of these matches. You can see he finished with the rear naked strangle. You can see he finished with an arm lock. But like, no mistaking about it, he was on some receiving into some bad positions, but Felipe is unbelievable. That is what he does. He is really well versed. You can see his wrestling abilities. He's excellent bear trapping, and when he gets your back, it is so hard to get him off.
Yeah, and we've seen it time and time again, Sean. He's 4-0 here on Who's Number One. Someone else who's got 4 wins is this man, Luke Griffith. You can see here him beating Victor Hugo. Look, we know he's fell twice to Felipe Pena here, but we've said there's kind of some fussiness and extenuating circumstances around those, right? He's had to fight tournament matches, he's had to fight other matches immediately before Felipe. Luke himself doesn't believe that. He's been very pragmatic. He's gone back, he's watched the film, he's sat with his team. He knows what he has to do, and he knows that he has the tools to beat Felipe tonight when it matters, and that is for the Who's Number One heavyweight belt.
Now the question is, who can do it under the bright lights? There's a lot of energy flowing in here tonight, but that's not the only title we have on the line. Helena Crevar defending her WNO featherweight belt against Julia Boscher. It's gonna be a good one. Helena Crevar, give me your take on how unstoppable she is.
She's really unstoppable. I mean, what can you say, right? Everybody you put in front of her, she knocks them down one by one. You're going to see it over and over, right? Traditionally, she looks to pull guard. She looks to get attached to them. She looks to just draw them into her game and very slowly take them apart. And that's usually what happens. It's very tough to find people to face her. Of course, most notably, she's recently coming off winning the biggest prize in the history of women's jiu-jitsu, $100,000 she took home at CGI earlier this year. She's a phenom. She's been doing this since she was yay high. She's now, you know, kind of hitting full adult status, and she's pretty much unstoppable. I'm very curious to see how tonight goes.
Well, I'll tell you what, you know, there is a stylistic potential matchup for Julia that she hopefully can capitalize on. You can see a great shot right here. Julia is an athletic machine. She's strong, she's fast. You see her escape that footlock and get on the back here in this particular match, and that's what she'll need, because when Helena gets a hold of you, she grabs you, and there's really like, that's it. You know, there's no going back. She just starts to inch her way into these positions where you get yourself in trouble. Julia, as seen right there, if she can make this match scrappy and use her athleticism and use her movement, she maybe have a shot to get to the back or to upset Helena Crevar.
Yeah, both these ladies are coming in ready, but we also know in that heavyweight women's division, Paige Ivette Clymer versus Gabi Pessanha is going to be an absolute banger. I'm probably most excited for this one just because 12-time champion in Gabi Pessanha, but Paige Ivette is an absolute gamer. Tell me a little bit more about Gabi.
Well, what can you say about Gabi? What can you not say? She is arguably pound for pound the best woman on the planet. Her record is something like 235-7. And recently, she was even interviewed recently where she said, hey, I'm not sure I'm going to do very well no gi because I've just done all gi up to this point, but she has shined. She has incredible footlocks. There you see the pressure that she can put. So a majority of her wins have been by the straight footlock right there. She takes the back, she'll get your back. She has an incredible guard. So she is really well versed for the no gi competition. She did very well. A lot of confidence going in here. But, you know, if anyone can give her a problem, it's potentially Paige.
Yeah, it certainly could be. You see here, getting the inside heel hook finish on her last appearance at Who's Number One. Look, Paige is physical, she's aggressive, but she's very well-rounded, and she's incredibly smart in how she uses those different techniques. She knows when she needs to wrestle, she knows when she needs to go underneath, use her slightly smaller size, potentially against someone like Gabi, to get in under the legs. And look, she's also a fan favorite. She's very charismatic. She's carrying a lot of support for the fact that she's got a tremendous story, right? She's coming back off knee surgery, a couple of medals at some big competitions, and then she's fighting particularly for a purpose to to grow the sport of jiu-jitsu. It's a great story, and a lot of the reason people here tonight are going to be supporting her.
Her journey is definitely very inspirational, but this main card is absolutely stacked from top to bottom. We even had a late addition in that middleweight division, Oliver Taza versus Chris Wojcik. What else are you liking about this card?
There's a lot to look forward to tonight. Obviously, we'll talk about Xande and Faris, I'm sure. I'm a big fan of the match we're going to see up next, Abraham and Felipe Costa. I think stylistically, that's incredibly interesting. Fans are in for a real treat tonight.
And then we're kicking off the card with Abraham, Montagne, and Felipe Costa. What's there to like about that? Submission hunters.
Yeah, I mean, Abraham, excellent on the feet. Felipe, you blink and he's on your back. So I think the whole card, top to bottom, has the potential to just be a submission fest. Really does, really does. So it's going to feel great.
I love it. And then 2 titles on the line. It is going to be an insane night of submission grappling. I'm so happy I get to experience this with you guys here. It is the last card, WNO card of the year, so you know that we're going to be going out with a bang. Don't forget to subscribe to FloGrappling for all the exclusive content. We have some amazing events coming up in 2026 as well. And reminder to those viewers enjoying the free YouTube stream that not only you will gain access to tonight's main card, but also to a massive slate of live grappling events from all over the world. Here's a look at our live stream schedule for tomorrow. We got ADCC Asia and Oceania Championship. You're going to be watching that, Josh?
I certainly am, live on FloGrappling.
I love it. I think we're going to see Joseph Chen in action there as well. And upcoming in the year, let's take a look at some of the other events over the next few weeks. I know Nogi Worlds is coming up.
That's
For a
right.
second, I was looking at it, I was like, who should I try? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to sit this one out. What about you, Sean? What were you thinking?
Nogi World is amazing. I've got a lot of athletes going to that. It's a host of great events, and you should be watching and tape study. It's amazing.
So much to watch, so much to study, so many athletes on the come up that want to get onto this WNO stage. And one of the ones that is going to make their debut tonight is Abraham Montagne. He is kicking off our main card. 2 of the division's toughest emerging talents will face off. Last time we saw Felipe Costa, he had the match of the night in a semifinal run at WNO's Grand Prix, and now he'll welcome to the stage Abraham Montagne. Most jiu-jitsu fans know his modified toe hold from reverse close guard as the A block, a move the Kingsway standout has now hit 64 times in competition, with about half of those finishes coming against high-level black belts. Now, both these athletes are proven submission hunters, and with legendary coaches like Xande Ribeiro and John Danaher behind them, this matchup has fans eager to see how it unfolds.
Soap, now the official soap and body wipe of FloGrappling. Protecting you for over 15 years. Defend what you have built.
The sport of jiu-jitsu provides so many with a bigger purpose. You're faced with so many challenges in the sport, including skin infection. And that's our mission. Defense Soap was created out of the need to fight back. And that's our goal here at Defense Soap, to defend what you have built.
Well, hello and welcome back to Who's Number One 31 live from Round Rock, just outside Austin in Texas. My name's Josh Palmer, joined on the mic tonight by Sean Williams. Thank you for joining us live and exclusive on FloGrappling. Sean, we've got a fantastic main card coming up. We're going to get straight into it and kick off with our first bout this evening, Felipe Costa and Abraham Lamontagne. Fantastic clash of styles here. You've got the guy who's going to throw the reverse guard from the bottom versus the kind of aggressive all-round good passer in Felipe Costa.
Yeah, I mean, both of these guys super talented. Like I said, if you blink, Felipe will be on your back. But if you blink, you might be in the reverse guard of Abraham and be on the receiving end of a toe hold. So who knows?